Hey, what's up creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this After Effects tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can create a cool 3D iPhone animation in After Effects, and that too without using any plugins. So please make sure to watch this video till the end and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so here we are inside Illustrator and I have created this iPhone mockup. So you can also download such resources from online websites such as Freepik. And on the right hand side I have created these shapes into different layers. The top one is a front camera, the next one is a screen mask. So I've created this screen mask to use it as a alpha matte for our video which we're gonna use on a mobile device. So you can see the screen matte. And the next option is of side buttons. Side buttons will be converted into shapes inside After Effects. The next is a body layer. Body layer also gonna be converted into shape and then gonna be used for extrusion. The next layer is the bottom layer. These are the cameras and they are also gonna be extruded inside After Effects. The next layer is a camera base. It also gonna be converted into shapes. The last layer is a back. So these are all the shapes of iPhone 14 mockup which gonna be used inside our After Effects file. Okay, so we are inside After Effects now and we have to import our mockup file. So for that I will hit Ctrl I on my keyboard and select the mobile mockup file and import it as composition retail layer sizes. I will select each layers and open the continuous rasterization. Okay, and these are the extra layers which I have created, so I don't need them, so I will delete them as of now. So now what we have to do is we have to convert those layers into shapes which gonna be extruded to give the mobile a depth. So those layers are camera base which gonna have some height, cameras, bottom and the body and the side buttons. So select these layers and right click on them and convert them into shapes. Okay. Delete these layers. Okay. As you can see on the screen that whenever I convert my vector into shape, it creates a weird rectangular path around each shape. So as you can see, these are the groups in this layer and every group has a rectangular path around it. So this will create confusion if I animate them. So for that I have to remove this path which has been created around every path. So for that what I will do is I will select my content and hit Ctrl F on my keyboard and write down group 1. So group 1 path has to be removed. When you remove this group 1 path, you will see that your rectangular path has been cleaned beautifully. Okay, this path get created because we have created our layer into groups. This path has been created because we have created our path into group inside. This path has been created because this rectangular path has been created around each path because we have grouped our paths inside Illustrator. So whenever we convert this layer into shapes inside After Effects, it creates a rectangular path around it. So this creates a bit confusion we have to remove it. Similarly we have to do with the body layer too. You can see that it also has a rectangular path around it. So that I will hit Ctrl F on my keyboard and I will write down group 1 and I will select all those groups which contains the group 1 path inside them. Okay, so our body layer has been cleaned. Similarly with the camera layer and the camera base layer. So we have cleaned our each shape layers properly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this comp of background. For that I will hit Ctrl Y on my keyboard and name it as BG and move it behind each layer. Okay, now we have to parent our layers with each other, and I will select first. I will parent our camera layer with the camera base with the back layer, bottom, side buttons, screen marks and front camera layer, parent them with the body layer. Okay, and now select each layer and convert them into 3D layers. In the rendering options, I have selected Cinema 4D as a renderer, as we have to convert this, as we have to give these shapes some extrusions. Okay, but here you can see that when I converted my layers into 3D, there is a black rectangular shape around each layers. This is because of the Cinema 4D, and all my layers are at the same Z position. So first what I have to do is I have to select the BG layer and position it along Z axis and move it behind and scale it by some value. Okay, also I have to select the back layer, and since it is parent with none, I have to parent it with the body layer. Okay, and now the back layer is above the body layer, so for that I have to rotate it along Y axis and position it by 36 value. In the custom view options, I can see that the back layer has been moved behind. On the top view I can see it properly. So this is my back layer and this is my body layer. This is the body layer. Okay, if I rotate my body layer along Y axis with some value, I can see that it is overlapping with the background. So I have to move the background a bit more behind. For that I will select the position and move it behind, scale it a bit more. Okay, so the front camera is also overlapping with my body layer, so I have to I have to position both front and the screen marks layer a bit by Z axis. So I am giving it a -1 value, and similarly with screen marks I am also giving a positioning by 1 value each. Give it -2. Okay, so now it's fine. And if I rotate it, okay, there is no camera layer and the camera base layer because they are below the back layer, so I have to position it by some value along Z axis. So I'm giving the camera base value with 10 along Z axis, so I have to give it -10, and the camera layer I'm positioning it by -12. Okay, so not -12, I'm giving it -15. Okay, so now you can see properly that now each layers has been positioned properly. So now what I have to do is I have to give my body layer and some extrusions. For that I will go to body, geometric options, and then give it some extrusions. Since I moved my back layer by 36 pixels, I need to give my body layer extrusion depth value of up to 35. So here you can see that my body layer has the extrusions with it. Similarly, I have to give my camera base an extrusion of, since it is positioned by my -10 value, I have to give extrusion of 9 pixels. Similarly with the camera value, I have to give it extrusion of -12. Since it is positioned by -15, I have to give it an extrusion value of 14. Sorry, I have to give it extrusion value of 15 itself. So here you can see that my mobile shape has been created. If I rotate my body axis along y axis, you can see that my mobile model has been created. So now we have to give our side buttons also some extrusions and position it along the z axis to fit it properly at the center of the mobile sides. First of all, I am giving it some extrusions. So I am giving an extrusion of, let's say, 10 pixels. Now going to the top view and rotate our body by x-axis to 0, and these are our side buttons. Move them towards the center of the side, mobile side. So my side buttons are at the center of the mobile. Okay, now come to the default view. Rotate it along x-axis. So these are my speakers and the USB Type-C charging port. So I have to rotate this bottom layer along x-axis by 90 degree. Okay, and come to top view. So this is the bottom layer. Move it by y-axis towards the mobile. Now I'm going to right view. Turn it to 0. So this is my bottom layer. Let's move it by x-axis. Okay. Move it towards the center. Now if I come to the default view again, and if I rotate my body along x-axis, so this is the bottom layer. Move it a bit towards up. If I change the value to 90 degree, then I can check that properly whether the bottom is at center or not. So now this seems to be center. So it looks fine as of now. If I move it a bit along y-axis, what's the result? So this looks fine as of now. Okay, so model is almost completed. Let me check it from all sides. So this is along this x-axis. This rotation is along the x-axis, and this rotation is along the y-axis. If I enter the 0 again, now rotate it along y-axis. So it looks fine from every side. Okay, so here you can see that there's some sort of issue in the path, because of which it haven't extruded properly. So for that I have to select my body layer and go to the path which has this issue. So this is the path which has the issue. I think similar similar issue is being with the bottom also. So yeah, similar, this both path has some issue, because of which they have not been extruded properly. So I have to move this path along the edge of this body layer. I'm searching that path. So this is that path. So what I need to do is I have to click the left arrow key and left arrow key. So now it is properly. Similarly I will do it with the bottom one too. I will first search it out which path it is. Okay, this group 4 is that path. So I will do with this. I will hit the left arrow key by 1 pixel. Okay, so now our model is completely fine, and our we forgot to give side color to our buttons. So this is the side buttons, but we need to give a side color to them to differentiate between the top view of the buttons and the side view of the button. So for that, what I will do is I will select each layers, group them into a single group 1 layer, and after that I will select side color from the add button. So by default it has given red color to the side. I will select this color and give the top one a little bit lighter shade. Okay, so now our model has been completed, and now what we have to do is we have to rotate our model along y-axis and give it its position from right to left. For that, what I will do is I will create a null, align it towards the center of the mobile, change it to 3D layer, and change the default view to top view. Move the null layer toward the center of the mobile. Okay, and now parent our body layer with the null layer. Change the top view to the default view, and now move the null towards the right. Okay, and set the keyframe at this position and move by 10 seconds and change the position of the null towards the left. Okay, hit R on your keyboard And now change the Y rotation to, let's say, 1. And here enter the value as 0. And when you move the playhead, you can see the rotation. You can see the animation. I will hit U on my keyboard, select all the keyframes, press F9 on your keyboard. This is the graph. Okay, the animation is a bit slow. What I will do is, I will change the keyframe. I will change the keyframe position to 2 seconds, and again hit the playhead button. So now I have to import my video into the screen mobile. For that I have to convert this screen mat into a pre-comp, and now change this pre-comp name to screen mat and hit OK. Now convert this screen mat into a 3D layer, and here in the 3D option I will select classic 3D as a renderer. So now let's import our video. Change it into 3D layer. So the reason why I have selected classic 3D, if I change it to Cinema 4D, I don't get the option of alpha matting my timeline layer. So for that I have to change it to classic 3D. So here now I'm getting the option to alpha matte my video with the screen mat layer. So I have to increase the size of the layer. For that I am scaling it. So here you can see that. Okay, so here I have to close my continuous rasterization. Okay, so this is how you can create a cool 3D iPhone animation in After Effects, and without using any plugins. We just use the 3D renderer option to give the shapes an extrusion, and you will simply create such animations to any shapes you want. So I hope you like this video, and if you support my work, so please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates.